In the heart of a big green meadow was a cozy little town called Bunnyville. All the bunnies lived happily there, hopping around, playing games, and munching on crunchy orange carrots. Now, Benny wasn't the biggest bunny. He wasn't the fastest either. But he had the kindest heart and the brightest smile. Every morning, Benny would hop to the carrot field with his basket, pick just enough carrots for the day, and share them with his friends. But one day, something strange happened. "Where are all the carrots?" shouted Bonnie, Benny's neighbor. "They're gone," cried out Bella, holding an empty basket. "The carrot field is empty." All the bunnies gathered around the field. Rows and rows of green leaves were still there, but no carrots underneath. "Who took our carrots?" asked the mayor, a wise old bunny with fluffy white ears. "We must find out." Benny raised his paw. "I'll find the carrot thief," he said bravely. The other bunnies blinked. Benny? The small bunny who always helped carry things but never went on big adventures? "Are you sure, Benny?" asked the mayor. Benny nodded. "I may be small, but I have big courage. I won't let Bunnyville go hungry." So, with a tiny backpack, a map, and a crunchy carrot snack, Benny set off on his adventure. Benny hopped past the carrot field, across the little stream, and into the tall treed forest. He followed tiny footprints that led deep between the trees. He soon heard a rustle in the bushes. "Hello?" Benny called. Out popped Freddie the Fox. "Oh, hello, Benny," Freddie said with a toothy grin. "What are you doing in the forest?" "I'm looking for a carrot thief," said Benny. "Have you seen anyone carrying a lot of carrots?" Freddie scratched his ear. I saw someone small and fast running that way with a wheelbarrow full of orange things. Thanks, Freddie," said Benny, and off he went. Benny followed the path until it turned muddy. There were deep wheelbarrow tracks and some tiny paw prints. Then he heard sniffles. "Hello?" Benny asked again. Behind a tree, he saw Maya the mole wiping her eyes. "Maya, what's wrong?" Benny asked kindly. "I was trying to plant flowers," she sniffed, "but someone dropped carrots all over my garden and ran away." Benny's ears twitched. "Carrots?" She nodded. "They rolled everywhere. I gave some to the birds so they wouldn't go bad." Benny smiled. "That was kind of you." He helped Mia clean up, then followed the carrot trail again. Soon, Benny came to a big oak tree with a rope ladder. He climbed up and found a little squirrel named Sammy sitting on a pile of leaves with one carrot in his paws. "Where did you get that?" Benny asked. "Oh, a fast little bunny gave it to me in exchange for some acorns," said Sammy. "A bunny?" Benny gasped. "Was it someone from Bunnyville?" "I don't think so," Sammy said. He wore a patch over one eye and had a cart full of carrots. "Aha," said Benny. "Thanks, Sammy." Benny wrote patch over eye on his map. He was getting closer. As the sun began to set, Benny followed the trail to an old hollow log at the edge of the forest. He peeked inside and his heart skipped a beat. Piles of carrots were stacked up high. In the middle sat a small bunny with scruffy ears, a little vest, and a black patch over one eye. "Hey," Benny called. "Why did you take all the carrots?" The bunny jumped. "I'm sorry," he said. "I didn't mean to steal. I was just so hungry. My home burned down last week and I had nowhere to go." Benny's ears drooped. The bunny wasn't mean, he was scared and alone. "What's your name?" Benny asked gently. "Chip," the bunny whispered. Benny sat beside Chip and offered him his last carrot snack. "I'm Benny. You didn't have to steal, Chip. If you had asked, we would have helped you." Chip looked down. "I didn't know anyone here. I was scared they'd be angry." "Well, now you know me," Benny smiled, "and I'm not angry. I want to help." Chip's eyes lit up. Together, they packed the carrots into baskets and loaded them into the wheelbarrow. "Let's go home," Benny said. When Benny returned to Bunnyville with Chip beside him, the bunnies all gathered around. He found the thief. Someone shouted. "Wait," said Benny. Chip was not a bad bunny. He was hungry and didn't have a home. The mayor looked at Chip, who stood nervously holding one of the baskets. "I believe everyone deserves a second chance," the mayor said kindly. "Welcome to Bunnyville, Chip," the bunnies cheered. That night, the bunnies threw a welcome picnic. Chip helped serve carrot pie and sang funny songs. Then he sat next to him, smiling. From that day on, Chip lived in Bunnyville. He built a little home near Benny's and helped replant the carrot field. Benny became a little hero not because he was the biggest or strongest, but because he had a brave heart, a kind soul, and believed in helping others. And every time a bunny asked, "Who was the bravest bunny of all?" they all said together, "Benny the Brave Bunny."